KNOP-TV, Channel 2, North Platte.
This is News Center 2 at 6.
Lawmakers advance a bill that would change the state's worker compensation laws.
But workers rally against it. That story tops the early report. Good evening. I'm Lori Larson.
And I'm Dick Reynolds. Thank you for watching.
State lawmakers have given the
KNOP-TV, North Platte. Coverage you can count on. This is News 2 Tonight.
Tonight's headlines: on a rampage, a man in a bulldozer destroys property and fires gunshots in a small Colorado town.
But first, a first-hand account from a first responder. A local volunteer helps tornado victims in Hallam.
And thanks for joining us this dress western evening. Those stories in just a moment. First tonight, severe weather.
KNOP-TV, North Platte. Coverage you can count on. This is News 2 at 6. News 2 at 6. Coverage you can count on with Kent Winder and Kendra Potter, Mike Daniels weather, and Joe Swift sports. News 2 Tonight. Coverage you can count on with Kendra Potter and Luke Simmons, Mike Daniels weather, and Joe Swift sports. KNOP-TV, North Platte. Coverage you can count on. This is News 2, the weekend edition.
Tonight's headlines: a local business battles the sluggish economy with technology. Find out how the internet turned a local business's sales around. It's been a few brutal years.
KNOP-TV, North Platte. Coverage you can count on. This is News 2 Tonight.
Tonight's headlines: two teens are facing 2 counts of attempted murder after stabbing 2 local women Tuesday morning.
And 2 years ago today, the Lincoln County Detention Center started housing inmates.
This is News 2 Tonight. Coverage you can count on. News with Alex Egan and Amber Kritzka. Weather with Carl Rippey. And sports with Joe Swift.
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local 10 o'clock news starts now.
Hundreds gather for a good time and a good cause. North Platte rallies to support a local woman battling a rare disease. Plus, fire consumes a woman's house and garage as neighbors and first responders rush to help. And after a deadly ambush killed 3 policemen in Baton Rouge, we take a look at how safe officers feel right here in Nebraska. That's your top story on NBC Nebraska. Good evening, I'm Mary Roberts. Beatrice Reyna has the night off. New details.
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local 10 o'clock news starts now.
A mountain lion is shot and killed in a Gehring neighborhood. The elderly should take extra precautions when it's so hot outside. And Governor Ricketts talks about white clay and alcohol sales. It's our top story on NBC Nebraska Scotts Bluff. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Adam Uhernick. The problem stemming from...
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local 6 o'clock news starts now.
It's a growing problem across the country and even affects rural areas as well. We go into detail with a special report.
And as we prepare for snow, Lincoln County's emergency manager stays very busy making sure people stay up to date with the latest information.
But first, wet, cloudy, and cold out there for now. Back to winter we go after a stretch of unseasonably warm weather. It is our top story on NBC Nebraska News 2 at 6. Good evening, I'm Kent Winder.
And I'm Sarah Wilder. Well, winter has definitely made its return.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live, local midday show starts now.
A shooting at a high school in southeast Texas city of Santa Fe. A witness says a gunman walked into an art class and fired what looked like a shotgun. It's one of our top stories. Good day, everybody. I'm Jackie Harn. We must talk about the heavy rain this morning. And as that storm tracks east, we prepare for more heavy rain.
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local midday show starts now.
Gearing Police Department is investigating a shooting on 3rd and T. That's our top story on NBC Nebraska Scotts Bluff. I apologize for earlier. Our technicians are having technical difficulties.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live, local morning news starts now.
Good morning. I'm Sarah Lacella.
And I'm Braden Murdoch. Thanks for waking up with us.
This morning, the search continues for the suspects in the death of Audria Craig, whose murder police believe was drug-related. Plus, Marines arrested, while 16 Marines are now in custody after an investigation in California. And Capitol Hill is going dark for a few weeks. Congress is on summer break. But before we get to that, let's check in with Braden.
Well, Sarah, off towards the north, we're seeing some thunderstorm activity, but it's not adding up.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live local morning news starts now.
Good morning, I'm Erica Sebring.
And I'm Braden Murdoch. Thanks for waking up with us.
Here's what's happening on NBC Nebraska today. North Platte Public Schools are planning the transition to remote learning. Plus, Nebraska lawmakers call an emergency session to discuss critical virus funding. And more people are getting their essential.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live, local midday show starts now.
An off-duty cop in a Lincoln County courtroom for Sarah Jones' first court appearance. She makes the plea after accusations of drunk driving near North Platte. Good day, everybody. I'm Jackie Harms. An off-duty police officer goes to court today, pleads no comment.
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local midday show starts now.
An incident over the weekend led police to Regional West Medical Center. That's our top story on NBC Nebraska Midday. Hello, I'm Allison Tackett. Over the weekend, Scott.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live, local 6 o'clock news starts now.
The community of Holdridge is rocked by a double murder. The man accused in court what police are saying about the 3 crime scenes. Saving the Hotel Pawnee while looking to other community developers can inspire North Platte. And the roads will be messy and snow plows will be out in full force over the next several hours. Protect yourself. Discover what to do if you find yourself behind a plow. Good evening, I'm Kent Winder. Light snow and freezing drizzle is going.
We are NBC Nebraska News 2. Your live, local 10 o'clock news starts now.
Furry friends cooling off from the heat and celebrating National Ice Cream Day today. And Hirschfeld's is dressing up downtown North Platte not only with their suits and dresses, but also with their brand new awnings. Plus, a circus with great performers and exotic animals is making its way through Nebraska. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Holly Barraclough. The smell of cotton candy and...
We are NBC Nebraska. Your local 10 o'clock news starts now.
A crop duster crash leaves many in the region without power this morning and into our evening. But all of that seeped into an injury crash involving a sedan and Tri-City Roadrunner, leaving 2 injured. And local schools open this week, and they're already seeing COVID-19 cases beginning to rise. It's our top story on NBC Nebraska Scottsbluff. Good Tuesday evening. I'm Emily Pike. 13 new cases of COVID-19 brings...
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live local midday show starts now.
As thousands of students head back to school, we give you tips on how to stay safe on your morning commute. Good day, everyone. I'm Beatrice Reina. But first, cloudy with chances of thunderstorms for...
We are NBC Nebraska. Your live, local 10 o'clock news starts now.
Smiling faces. Leaving school this afternoon, it's the start of a new school year. Hear from some of the bright students at the end of day 1. Minding the city's purse, learn why the Lincoln County Commissioners are feeling optimistic. And adding a half-cent sales tax for improvement. Learn the latest on the petition for North Platte Rec Center improvement changes. Good evening. I'm Melanie Sandiford. Thank you for joining us. With fall quickly approaching, cooler...
Live, local, and trusted. KNOP News 2 Morning Show starts now.
Good morning, I'm Victoria Kramer. Thank you for waking up with us. Here's what's happening on News 2 today. A former North Platte high school teacher accused of sexual assault was back in court yesterday.
Live, local, and trusted. KNOP News 2 Midday Show starts now.
Today's top story, the Nebraska priest found stabbed to death just over a week ago is being laid to rest now. Good day, everyone. I'm Victoria Kramer, but before we get to that, we're going to go to the weather.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria. And don't y'all like the new refreshed graphics, y'all? Sounds pretty good, huh? Now looking at
Live, local, and trusted. KNOP News 2 at 6 starts now.
A Lincoln County student is one of the winners of the Nebraska Department of
Live, local, and trusted. KNOP News 2 at 10 starts now.
The Red Cross is in need of blood donors. They say now is a great time to give the gift of life. A local student gets quite the honor. His idea is picked as one of the winners.
Colorful Channel 2, KNOP-TV, North Platte.